Continuing coverage now in a News 3 investigation.
Yeah, our reporting this year revealed Virginia's compensation for the wrongfully incarcerated falls behind the national average. And this is a problem in Virginia. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, there have been 68 exonerations in Virginia since 1989, a total of 606 years lost.
So now there's a closer look at the same law revealing compensation is not guaranteed for innocent people who plead guilty under pressure. And Jessica, I know your investigation shining a light on this.
Yeah, this is an issue that a lot of advocates have uncovered that we are reporting now. And this morning I'm uncovering why some innocent people plead guilty and the roadblocks to getting them compensated.
Please compensate me, man.
Eric Weekly spent 6 years behind bars for the 1996 murder of a woman in Culpeper, a murder he did not commit. But because he confessed under duress, he did not qualify for wrongful incarceration compensation from the General Assembly.
So I'm really asking y'all to please to show compassion to a broken person.
Weekly pleaded with lawmakers this year during a General Assembly hearing about a bill aimed at extending compensation to innocent people who pled guilty.
Because I want each and every one of y'all to look at me and ask yourself, what would you do if you were standing here? For all of us that's been wrongly convicted of any crime in our life, that sat in the interrogation rooms for 16, 17 hours when they wouldn't let you go home, showing you pictures of a woman's face blown off. You can't get that image out of your head. I was still left with it for 16 years today.
Weekly's false confession isn't uncommon. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, 12% of people who are exonerated admitted to crimes they didn't commit. But why? Innocence Project attorneys say that when they go to trial, they face a greater likelihood of being convicted and facing lengthy sentences, 10, 20, 30 years, even life, and they're afraid to risk it.
Sometimes people who are innocent plead guilty.
Democratic delegate Rip Sullivan introduced legislation this year to ensure innocent people who plead guilty and are exonerated or granted an absolute pardon from the governor would be guaranteed compensation from the General Assembly.
If you want to look for one issue that shouldn't be political, this would be it, right? Compensating people that we all now know been in prison for things they did not do.
But Sullivan says he hit a partisan roadblock with Republican colleague Rob Bell.
Some of us are comfortable with some of these things. Some of us are uncomfortable with others.
Bell blocked the compensation protections for innocent people who plead guilty. He did compromise on compensation for innocent people who give the so-called Alford plea. That's when someone doesn't plead guilty, but they admit the evidence against them is damaging.
It was certainly, from our perspective, very disappointing to see it become partisan in the House.
Juliet Hatchett with the University of Virginia Innocence Project says they were disappointed the measure fell apart in the House of Delegates.
A person who's been wrongfully convicted has been denied choices, liberties, options for however long they were incarcerated. We should do everything we can to give them their choices, their liberties, their options as quickly as possible.
The General Assembly can still award innocent people who plead guilty money if they choose. For example, Virginia lawmakers approved a $3.5 million compensation package for the Norfolk Four. The sailors falsely confessed to the 1997 murder of Michelle Moore Bosco. But it was later revealed disgraced Norfolk detective Robert Glenn Ford used intimidating tactics to force the sailors to falsely confess. Ford later spent a decade in federal prison for extortion in unrelated cases.
I didn't ask for any of this. They needed to close the case.
Weekly says in his unrelated case in Culpeper, he faced pressure from police, prosecutors, even his own attorney to falsely confess. And while his pleas to lawmakers this year didn't guarantee compensation for others like him during this hearing, they later agreed to compensate Weekly this summer.
Please find it in your hearts to compensate a humble man, to help me live a better life, to provide for my family, to provide a home.
He says to provide a home for his family. Now, we did reach out repeatedly to Republican Delegate Bell to ask why he did not want to back this idea, but we never heard back. Delegate Sullivan says he will try again next session to get compensation for all innocent people and work to increase how much they get. Right now, Virginia pays an exonerated person $55,000 per year of wrongful incarceration. Data highlighted in a House of Delegates report shows other states like Texas pay more at $97,262 per year.
The national average is about $70,000 per year of wrongful incarceration. To see